Arrival at summer camp, and emotions are already running high among both the children and the adults.
I don't really think there's a way to describe it.
Because these are not just any campers. They may act like nothing's wrong.
How many doctors did it take?
But on the inside,
I usually cry at night.
Their hearts are broken, and their families feel helpless.
They had just begun to really bond with their mother when they lost her.
Good morning. Good morning.
Camp Good Grief is a free day camp for Mid-South children aged 7 to 12 who've experienced the death of a loved one in the past 2 years, such as a parent or grandparent, a brother or sister.
The person that I lost was my mom. She was the greatest.
If she can come back, but she can't.
And you see all the reports of people dying on the news and people getting murdered and stuff. It's really sad, and you wonder what it's like, and then once it happens to you, you understand.
Over the next several days, campers balance healing with having fun. Each day, campers take part in grief support groups with their new friends who have experienced similar losses.
To know that it's not just them that it happened to, that it's happened to a lot of other people and it's not their fault.
The goal of the camp is to help grieving children learn to adjust and grow in a world without their loved one. That's why caring social workers, nurses, therapists, and trained volunteers make up the staff.
Well, I have children, and I think it would be something that I would want my children to have available if something were to happen to me or someone else in our family. And I think anytime you're doing anything with children, that you're really ensuring they will have a healthier future as an adult.
On the last day of camp, support group leaders help each child write a letter to his or her loved one.
A lot of them didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. And I think that's what it allowed them to do, was to say goodbye and to say I love you one more time.
My notes to my mom, I like to tell her that she's dearly missed. And I'd like to tell her that thanks you were and still are the greatest. Your oldest loving son, Jerry.
Dear Mom and Uncle, I miss you too a lot. I love you a lot, and I miss you very much.
That's all they wanted, was just a chance to say I love you one more time, and I think that's what they got today.
At this special memorial service, the children tie their letters to balloons and release them as the names of their loved ones are read aloud.
Tiffany Deeds.
As they prepare to leave Camp Good Grief, the children reflect on what they've learned.
Don't feel sad.
Because I know she's in a better place now.
That I can talk to people instead of keeping it to myself.
It's okay to cry. That's really what we've learned, that it's okay to grieve over it. And
It gave the adults in my family an outlet too, because now I know somewhere I can call if we need additional assistance, especially more counseling and things like that.
I'm sad that we have to leave.
But the children learn that you can say goodbye to those you love and still keep them near in your heart, a lesson the adults had to learn too on this final day of camp.
We've only known them 3 days. They've been names on papers to me for a long time, but now I feel like I've known them forever. They really had really gotten to a place over the past 3 days to really look inward at their true thoughts and feelings, and that's really what came out. They know this isn't going to go away after camp, but if they know they can talk about it, they can cry, and there are people that care about them and people that love them, then I think they'll do all right.
For Smart Medicine, I'm Rod Stone.
We hear from the kids throughout the year when school starts. They like to call and tell us how they're doing in school or what's going on new in their lives. And many of our campers have come back and are now actually volunteers with the camp program itself.